Hello everyone, welcome to the classroom. Thank you for joining us as always. Today we will be learning how to surpass our limits and push ourselves to heights unknown with Black Clover. Thank you for joining us as always. Since I walked backwards into the hell that is known as the anime and manga online community, whenever I would see people praising My Hero, there would be people in the comments saying that My Hero isn't good. Black Clover is better.
Tom Holland can suck my dick.
And as my fans will know, all 17 and a half of you, I'm a big My Hero Academia fan. I think it does a lovely job at blending Western superhero comics with shonen sensibilities and styles. And I don't think it's a surprise that Black Clover and My Hero get lumped together so often, because Black Clover blends the iconography and style of Western fantasy and shonens it up. I have never been the biggest fan of fantasy, specifically traditional Western fantasy. I'm sorry, but I'm not a fucking nerd. That's why I play Warhammer 40k instead of Age of Sigmar, because I'm not a fucking nerd. Black Clover takes place in the Clover Kingdom, a land filled with magic where one orphan born with no magic wishes to become the high power in the land, the Wizard King. For this video, and for my own pleasure, I watched the first arc of Black Clover, and I absolutely did pleasure myself because this show rocks hard.
But you don't have any magic! How could you get a grimoire and that sword? What kind of freak of nature are you? Even without traditional magic power, I will be the Wizard King! My magic is never giving up!
So let's get into what I love about this fantastic story so far. First off, I love Asta. I completely understand why a lot of people very much dislike him because he is loud and obnoxious as shit, but so am I. I also thought that him being so insistent on marrying Sister Lily would get old fast, but A, Asta ditches the village pretty quickly for an obligatory exam arc, and B, seeing that Asta has been 100% committed to marrying her since he was a little kid made it a lot more charming. I especially love Asta's personal philosophy that I've seen so far, perfectly summed up in the line, "My magic is never giving up." I also am a big fan of Asta's rival, Yuno, the deuteragonist of the story. Yuno is a magical prodigy, but is much more soft-spoken than Asta. He is also the better dresser.
He got that shit on though.
Asta is dead set on becoming a magic knight after he takes the entrance exam, but first he has to get his grimoire. A grimoire is like a magic gun if guns were books, and if guns could learn how to shoot more bullets the more you used them. Okay, I guess gun equals grimoire, magic equals bullet isn't the best metaphor because you can perform magic without a grimoire. Although I guess you can just throw bullets at people. But anyways, Asta receives the mysterious 5-leaf clover grimoire, which has some connection to Satan himself.
Ooh, that's bad.
But you also get a massive sword.
That's good.
The story really picks up when Asta and Yuno get to the Magic Knight's exam and the world opens up in a big way. First off, I love the way that Tabata, the mangaka for Black Clover, designs characters, and it's not even their general aesthetic or silhouette, although those are also pretty banger. No, I just love the way that this dude makes faces, even in characters who are, at this point, not important to the series. Like Jack the Ripper, the captain of the green praying mantises, he just looks like such a mean little bug man, I want to squish him. Now, Asta is a shonen protagonist, so obviously everyone at the exam thinks that he's a stupid loser who sucks and should jump off a bridge. But he shows them all up, very unexpectedly, and gets picked by just one Magic Knight squad, the Black Bulls. Like I said, this is where the series really opened up for me. Not that it was ever bad, but it just had first arc syndrome pretty heavily. First arcs often feel overlong because, well, they are long. There's so much raw information that usually the first chapter in a manga might be a few times longer than a regular chapter. But honestly, even though it takes place in a fantasy world, this series did not have as much to explain as other shonen series, due to how right now it seems to be sticking to the guardrail of Western fantasy pretty firmly. But then I was introduced to the actual best character of the series.
Okay, now I'm real mad! You ready to take me on?
I fucking love Magna. He is so fun, and his comedic line delivery is some of the best that I have heard in any shonen, even making normal lines hilarious just because of how he says them.
And besides, we're not sending some wet behind-the-ears recruits out there alone. I'll be around to keep an eye on you two.
Whoa! You're such a manly man, Magna!
Yeah, enough of that, Rasta. I'm blushing.
He also has great line delivery as Brook in One Piece, and shockingly, he also plays the ever-stalwart Meizo Shoji. I loved how Magna played a big brotherly role to Asta, as he is also from the Styx of the Clover Kingdom, and this works really well in Asta's first mission, especially since he's paired with the arrogant royal Noel. Also, Magna's whole fantasy greaser aesthetic is absolutely inspired, down to the touch of his riding broom looking like a Harley fucked a paperback of Lord of the Rings. The Black Bulls are known as kind of the wild child of all of the Magic Knight squad, and that is not only perfect for the unruly, loud, and temperamental Asta, but it is also perfect for anyone who just loves a damn fun cast. The captain of the Bulls is Yami Tsukihiro. He plays a lazy mentor who is always rolling his eyes at the rest of the Black Bulls' attempt to win his favor. However, Yami is voiced by Chris Sabat, and this completes the holy trinity of characters voiced by Sabat who share the exact same voice.
Jeez, some family dynamic. A while back, the whole crew promised we would meet up in a certain place in 3 days. What's wrong, prickly princess? Your face is all red.
I think Sabat is a fantastic voice actor. His work has both inspired me and made me cry. However, him using the same voice for All Might, Zoro, and Yami makes it really hard for me to be invested in Yami, him now being third on my totem pole of his 3 characters. The rest of the Black Bulls I've met are sufficiently fun. There's the one who wants to be hit, the one who likes food, the sexy alcoholic MILF, the fuckboy, the one who really likes his little sister, Mr. Mime, and a giant. Now, I haven't brought up Yuno in a while, and you may be wondering why that is. He's gone. He ain't here. I don't know where he is. He ain't here. That boy is gone. He's somewhere. Where? I don't know. Not here. He's not here. I don't know where he is. He could be somewhere else. All I know is he's not here. Yeah, I miss Yuno a lot. Him and Asta's dynamic, especially their flashback, was some of my favorite stuff about this series until he fell off the face of the planet. I mean, I'm sure he'll be back. I hope. But let me tell you about my favorite story beat so far. The showdown in Saucy Village. When Asta, Magna, and Noel arrive in Saucy, we learn that the mayor kicked Magna's ass until he was convinced to go try out for a Magic Knight squad, to be a man and to protect people. The 3 of them find the mayor dead and Saucy held hostage by a mysterious group of classist dickheads. Through this fight against the previously mentioned dickheads, we see more of Magna's dedication to protect the downtrodden, and Noel even learns the importance of helping everyone, even those she considers below her. But the best part of this fight is how Magna and Asta take down the now thrice mentioned dickheads. When Asta was being put through the ringer by the Bulls, Magna shot a powerful fireball at him. If Asta survived, he could join. Asta, in an unexpected move, hit the fireball back with the broadside of his sword, hitting it like a baseball. So when this fight concluded by having Magna shoot a massive fireball only for the villains to dodge so that Asta can hit it right back at him, I was thoroughly impressed. This showed a high level of trust in the audience, which is usually not the case in shonen anime in my experience. I think that a lot of times, right before Asta returned that blow, there would have been several flashbacks and maybe a monologue from Asta or Magna, but no, just right down to business. I loved it. Overall, I am a really big fan of Black Clover so far, and I can't wait to see what it has next. I really hope that that includes Yuno. But that is the video for today, everyone. Have a great day. Hey everyone, thank you so much for checking out that video. If you stuck around to this point, I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it. I really like Black Clover so far. But anyways, what I'm showing off for my collection today is Volume 2 of the Perfect Edition of Soul Eater, because maybe I'm talking about it soon for a certain holiday that's coming up. I don't know. Could be Thanksgiving. Probably not, though. But anyways, yeah, I really like Soul Eater so far. It, kind of fucks, pretty heavily. And this is an awesome cover, dude. I just love the facial expression there. I think that this mangaka draws his characters with so much drip and pizzazz, maybe only second to Tite Kubo. That's right, that is the mangaka of Bleach. He also draws with a lot of drip and pizzazz. Really appreciate it. You love to see it. But that is the video for today, everyone. Thank you for sticking around to this point. If you did, have a good one.